Welcome to Hollywood Uncensored. I'm Sam Rubin with the only true perspective on an entertainment week so wild. We need specific representatives from the 4 biggest shows on TV to help us make sense of the whole thing. Our rules remain the same. There are no rules. Our 4 wise ones are encouraged to say whatever they want, and somehow, I think that they will. On the week that Oprah says goodbye, arguably her biggest fan, Yvette Nicole Brown, who we love from Community, is here. On the week, the new Bachelorette meets a horrific crop of bummer bachelors. Bachelor Mangini from GSN is here.
Yes.
On the week that we greet a brand new American Idol, our favorite Idol alum, Kimberly Locke, is here. And on the week that Hines Ward and Kim Johnson win the Mirrorball Trophy on Dancing with the Stars, the pro dancer, the beauty, Chelsea Hightower, is here.
Yay.
All right, we have all of that. Isn't that great?
That's awesome. That's a dream team.
And more Arnold and Maria stuff you won't believe, but first, here are Oprah's final on-air words as she says so long to a 25-year career in broadcast TV.
From you, whose names I will never know, I learned what love is. You and this show have been the great love of my life.
You know what, Goosebumpy and Yvette, it was a real pleasure because Kimberly, you and I were sitting in a green room and we got to see a lot of this. And I saw you guys sort of testify while you were watching it.
How could you not testify? Like, I was trying not to cry and I was like, oh my gosh, here they come,
I think you need some tissue under this seat right
know,
now because I
like,
almost went in just watching that.
I mean, it's Oprah.
Yeah.
Why does she mean so much?
You know what? It's for me, I've been watching her since I was like 13 or 14, and it's the first time I saw someone that looked like me in every way. She was brown skinned, she had big eyes and big old apple face like me, and she was curvy, and I was like, well, you know, curvy. And I was like, you know what? This is me. I saw myself in her. And so all through my formative years, I was watching Oprah, learning from Oprah, and to see her, and then her last words were, to God be the glory. Come on now. Yeah. That's wonderful. Me and Kimberly were in there literally about to go in.
You know why? Because she inspires us. Like, you know, like Yvette said, there's not a lot of women in the media that look like us. Let's just be realistic.
That's right.
So when you, not is she just a woman of media, she is powerful. Yes. You know, so she took the ball and she said, this is my ball. You ain't getting it back.
That's right.
But you, Bob, you and I, like men, are like, well, why would you ever leave?
Well,
it's the greatest gift ever. Why would you go?
The only thing I can say is, I mean, and we talked about this before, I think the only reason I have a career in television is because of Oprah. And after The Bachelor, you know, she thought I was funny and sweet and put a mic in my hand and let me go around the streets of Chicago for the Oprah show. I think I did her show 10 or 12 times in the course of a few months, and cooking with her chef Art Smith and doing all these things. And so she's had an enormous impact on my life. So it is really sad to see her go. And I think that, but I don't think it's the end of, you know, I think obviously the OWN network's going to be huge for her, and she's going to do everything that she does, and I think we're hopefully going to see her even more. You know?
Bob,
yes.
Can you tell her I say hi?
I will, if I talk to her.
Hey, Chelsea, just by a year or two, you're a little younger than the rest of us.
I am a little younger.
And was she as impactful to you, do you think?
You know what? I grew up watching her because my mom always watched her. And I must say, for anybody, I think she's so inspirational, you know, for what she came from and for what she accomplished in her life. You know, it just shows you that there's no limits to anything and that you can do anything.
That's what she represents.
And she's an amazing woman, and it's really really sad to see her go.
Here's how crazy Yvette is. So because before it ended, you had to be in the audience for what?
I did. I went to see the show on May 10th. It was like the second to last show she was taping in the studio. So I was like one of the last group, and she walked out, and I cried on sight. Like, I literally was like, ah! And it was the ugly cry as soon as she walked out. She hadn't said a word, nothing. I didn't know what the show was about yet. Just seeing her made me cry. Because, you know, it's like, again, it's that feeling of, oh my God, you know, I could do that one day. Or she's showing all of us what we can do if we just have a dream and we believe. So, yeah, I sat in the audience and cried through the whole show. Snotted up all the way through it.
All right, now, you know, here's the thing. So she has this OWN network,
yes,
which so far she admits this, she hasn't had a chance to pay too much attention to.
Right.
Yeah.
But now a 24-hour thing that she'll devote, I mean, can it possibly do as well as the show's done?
If Oprah touches it, I'm sure it can.
I think so.
Yeah, she's got the Midas touch, you know?
Absolutely.
But I think if she puts 100% of herself into anything, it's going to be a success.
I think it's going to be great now, too, because the Oprah Winfrey Show has ended. So if you want Oprah, you have to go to OWN. Like, that's the time to get your Oprah fix. So I think it's going to shoot through the roof.
So, Bob, what show are you pitching to have on OWN?
I have several. Yeah,
we all should have several.
I want Oprah and I to be like Regis and Kelly. That's what I'm thinking. That'd be nice.
Where's my baseball bat?
When we jump back here, we have a new winner for Dancing with the Stars. We have a brand new American Idol where the right choices made. Plus, speaking of bad choices, after Arnold Schwarzenegger's misdeeds, did Maria Shriver really want to call him out on a worldwide press conference? We have a lot to talk about here as Hollywood Uncensored continues. We welcome you back. You want to text in right now with your comments. We're eager to hear from you. You can text "My name's Sam" to 515151. And we welcome Yvette Nicole Brown, catcher on Community on NBC. And now to our Department of Heartbreak as we enter week 2 of the avalanche of bad news surrounding Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. Devastating videotape of Arnold and Maria and the housekeeper Patty and the son all going to church together with the other kids. A new mistress pops up this week on Extra. Maria reported to be so steamed about the whole thing, and with good reason. When she first found out the news, she was going to hold her own press conference and tell the world about her husband and his dirty, rotten deeds. Kimberly, Maria's friends talked her out of having that press conference. Was that the right thing to do?
Well, you know, Sam.
You've thought of that in your press conference once or twice.
I may have been one of those girls, been like, girl, you need to do that, you need that. But hindsight, it's always better to be the bigger person. And I think that, you know, so many women respect her, and she's such a powerful woman without him. You know, he's kind of getting it all on his own. It's all coming full circle to him. So she doesn't need to do anything. She just needs to sit there and look pretty and be graceful and watch it blow over, because it's going to pass eventually. Unfortunately, it's going to be really ugly, I think.
Well, you hear the words that people, you know, it's embarrassing, it's humiliating. Do you think that's all true?
It is true.
It's humiliating for him. You know, I hope that none of this falls on Maria like there's something that she should have known or something she should have done. This is his bad deeds and that housekeeper's bad deeds. Right. And as much as people are putting it on just Arnold alone, that woman in that house knew he was married, was taking care of the house and that other woman's children. There's no reason that woman should have done that to Maria. So both of them are just dirted.
Yeah, plus it's I mean, I think for Maria, it's got to be like a double betrayal, because she opened her home to this woman, she employed this woman.
And this woman's taking care of her kids
children,
and taking care of her husband.
Going on family vacations, everything else. It's like, you know, I think it just makes it so much more devious.
This is why there is a show called Snapped, okay? This is what happened. When things like this start happening, you can't play with people's emotions like that, because whatever happens to you at that point, honey, you just cross the line. And you see it on if you've never watched the show, you got to watch the show. It's so great. But this is the kind of stuff. These are the kinds of things that make. What if Maria snapped?
We don't know that she didn't snap.
Yeah, she might
really
Nobody's dead yet, so she ain't snapped yet.
Oh, that's
okay.
They killed.
Yes, people come up missing. Yes.
All right, Chelsea, before you packed up the U-Haul and drove out from Utah to dirty old Hollywood, did anybody say to you, honey, these are the things you got to be wary of?
It's been an amazing experience so far, and I've had amazing support from my family and friends, and so.
But besides Bob, have you met any lecherous people?
I'm not going to say
I can't say. The very, very first experience I had when I first moved out here was the only bad experience I'd had.
Oh, you got to tell us.
Well, tell us more about that one experience.
Okay, well,
she slouched back.
Body
language. Body language.
I don't know how much I can say.
What happened?
I was supposed to do a music video for a famous artist.
Okay, don't say
There you go. You don't have to say the names.
And I was keeping in contact with his entertainment, whoever it was.
Right.
And it had gotten to the point where he was crossing boundaries, and he was asking me what I was doing on the weekends, and I thought it was a little odd, so I'd reference it back to the shoot, you know? So, okay, awesome, so when's the shoot, you know? And I'd always reference it back to that. And then it got way past where it should have gone.
There you go.
And,
that's the slimy Hollywood we love.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's had that slimy Hollywood thing. Was it an eye-opener for you guys when it inevitably happened to you?
Well, why do you throw it to me? I don't have any slimy.
What could happen to me?
Later, Ashley is the carefully selected, beautiful new bachelorette. But say, who selected those bachelors? Are they studs or duds? We'll talk about it as Hollywood Uncensored continues here on Reel's channel. Guests of Hollywood Uncensored receive an assortment of skincare products from Caudalie, the French beauty secret that combines the finest science and the finest ingredients. There's a reason that Caudalie is the #1 skincare company in France. Discover it today at caudalie-usa.com. Oh my gosh, we're back. Bob Guiney is back in your home every day as the host of GSN Live on GSN, plus the band, of course, from TV. This week, TV reality finales kicked in a big way. First to Dancing with the Stars, and wow, Hines and Kim won.
The winners and new champions of Dancing with the Stars are Hines and Kim.
All right, Chelsea Hightower, you competed against them. Is this the way it should have ended? No!
No, I love that everybody asks that because it's, you know, when it comes down to it, it's all about, it's not just about the dancing, but it is about the fan base. And it's funny because you'll go on the blogs and all these people are raving and ranting about how they think, you know, so-and-so should have gotten this or so-and-so. But it's like, we should know by this point that how the name of the game goes. It's not all about the dancing.
Well, you and Romeo went home too soon. We know that.
That's true.
Oh, thank you.
Were you surprised that, like, a civilian could become a great dancer?
I think every celebrity that comes on surprises us in some way, you know, and I don't think anybody at the beginning of this show would have ever thought that this would be as successful as it is. Yeah. You know, some dance show bringing some, you know, celebrities on and seeing how they do. I mean, so it's pretty amazing what goes on, and any celebrity, honestly, that even chooses to come on this show is a hero in my eyes, because what they have to do under the amount of pressure they have to do it is it's pretty amazing.
All right, Bob and I have slipped our resumes under the door.
Ladies, me too. Hello.
Okay, if they called. No, look at you, shake your head no.
You say no?
Why?
It's hard.
No, you got to learn how to dance in front of America.
You can't dance.
I have rhythm, but I'm not trying to
all you need
flip
is rhythm.
over and have your bits are all loose and flying around. No.
Oh no, they'll strap you in real good, right?
I can't.
Aren't you strapped like your costumes are fitted?
You would be amazed. You would be
I will come and support all of you when you do it.
I would totally do it. I want to lose 38.
I have to say that
It makes you in such great shape.
Yeah,
It does.
Kirstie
And that's what
Alley,
makes me wanna do it.
I loved seeing her.
That transformation.
That was amazing.
The transformation, but also seeing her in a different light, because I think there's always such a negative spotlight on Kirstie Alley when we don't give her a chance to really be genuine. And I think she was genuine on Dancing with the Stars, and so nice.
Yeah. I must say that none of us we really didn't know what to expect from her. You know, she's a huge name. She's been in the media for years and years and years.
Bit of a wild card.
Right.
Bit of a wild card. And she came on and she was so kind to everybody.
That's awesome.
Just a kid at heart. It's just so much fun.
I liked her banter with Max too. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so funny.
It's like she actually kind of tamed the beast a little bit.
You don't want to cross him. All right, from Dancing with the Stars to American Idol.
The winner of American Idol Season 10 is Scotty McCrae!
I'm not going to say I have the gift of prophecy, but I frankly knew from very early on Scotty would win. Kimberly, why did he win?
How early did you know this?
Well, you know what?
I still don't know it. How do you figure this out? You're a soothsayer.
Well, you know what? Because, okay, here are these cliche phrases. You know, stay in your lane. He only does one thing, but he does it really well.
Really well. Okay, all right. So what was the question to me? Because I fired it right back at you. I was so shocked.
Were you surprised that Scotty won?
You know, when it got down to the final two, it was like, no, but I thought that surely somewhere along the way, you know, he would not, you know, make it to the end, because he is in that lane. Like, he can't waver out of that lane at all, which I get that there's strength in that. But on a show like American Idol, it kind of requires you to get out of that lane.
You know how I knew he would go far? Do you remember when there was a little boy that they were mean to when they were doing the group round? There was a little boy that they kicked out of the group. Remember?
Oh, yes.
And Scotty spoke up and said, you know, I was not a gentleman. I wasn't a friend. I should have been kinder to you and stuck up for you.
Right, he was
and
crying.
He was crying about it because he felt
Yeah.
like he had let this little boy down. And I was like, that boy's going far, because everybody in the world is going to go, oh, what a sweet little boy.
nice guy.
Yes, and he can sing. So I knew it.
But we all know the real winner is Lauren, because ultimately the guy who comes in first, second place always outsells him. So I wouldn't want to win it anyways. I think I'd throw it.
Yeah,
Kelly Clarkson,
Carrie Underwood.
But who else? Exactly.
Well, Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks
That's
is great.
But here's the thing. The last three, and we're not, you know, calling people out, have not had much luck.
Yeah.
They've been sort of guys
Isn't
who...
it because we've had it for so long?
Lee Deweyes,
don't know.
David Cook, and Chris Allen. Was Chris Allen just last
Chris
year?
Allen.
Well, David
Right.
Cook had some success.
But not a ton of success.
Who's
right, all right.
And this year,
I missed that season.
But
Are
no,
we
this year,
tired?
new judges, the mentors, and all that, they were like, "We're gonna make a superstar. Is Scotty a superstar?"
In the country realm, I think he
In
is.
the country world, probably so. And I think that, you know, a lot of times looking at American Idol and looking at these two, they're both country, you know, it's kind of indicative of what the viewing audience wants in music, what they feel like they're missing. Because Scotty is very traditional, old school country. Right. He's not new country. Right. And listen, I used to listen to Randy Travis back in the day, you know, when I was a kid.
Forever and ever, amen.
And every time I hear him, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
And
I
so
like that
there's
song. I
still
forgot
an
about that
audience out there that likes that music,
Right,
and it must be young kids
Country
right
used to
now.
be like R&B
Yeah.
back when I was growing up. Like people like Lionel Richie would sing R&B, but he'd sing it with a country twang. So I think that there are also some black people that enjoy country music, traditional.
There's a lot of black people
And I was
out there.
country when country wasn't cool.
There you go.
That's very true.
Crystal ball on the way here. Should we be hung up on the Hangover 2+ in just minutes? Is there a diamond in this much rough? How can Ashley pick a bachelor with so many duds instead of studs? We're back in just a second. We're back. Kimberly Locke is back. Help Kimberly pick her next brand new single. Hop onto Facebook and help Kimberly choose between 3 songs. Go to facebook.com/Kimberly Locke and more details on her official website, KimberlyLockeOfficial.com. All right. This week, the brand new Bachelorette, Ashley, had more than 24 bachelors to choose from, but here's the problem. Several selections are really, well, they're no choice at all.
You can't get along with my mom?
Yeah.
What if we called my mom?
Stop it. You nervous? Oh.
I don't really play guitar. Everybody judges everybody from the outside. What counts is on the inside.
Tim.
Come on, Bachelor Bob.
I like the drunk guy.
Did this real way to find romance devolve into kind of a comedy show?
Oh, because it is such a genuine way to find romance, of course. You know, first of all, I gotta be honest. When I was thinking about this last night, because I did watch it, knowing that we would talk about it, and when I got out of the limo to meet Trista, I must have come across like the single most boring person she'd ever met, because I wasn't doing stunts, wearing masks. You know, I mean, I didn't have anything, no gifts for her. I had nothing. So I just got out and said, "Hi, I'm Bob. Nice to meet you. I'll see you inside." And then I started singing Journey tunes and dancing away. And thankfully, I didn't drink so much that I passed out like that guy. But you know, it's interesting because everyone goes in there, I think, loaded and ready for this. They know now that it's an opportunity for them to showcase themselves or whatever it might be. And I don't think they go in there with the mindset they're actually just going to hang out and have a good time. They're all trying to like find that moment that they've kind of canned something to do. You know, so whether it's give her a gift, whether it's throw a guitar in the pool, whether it's wear a mask, it just seems like a bizarre. I don't know how anyone
Chelsea,
can last.
we're idealistic people. Could she find love on that show?
It's happened once before, and
Twice.
they're still happy.
Trista and Ryan, and then there's one other one, I think.
Right, but that's out of 22 times.
Here's my thing is I think that it would be so hard to know who was really who. You know what I'm saying? Because I think everybody when they get behind the camera, you know, well, not everybody, but especially on this show, I think they would change somehow. You know, and they would have to change to an extent, but it would be hard to know who was being real or who was just saying what they needed to say.
I don't think anybody's real anymore on reality shows because we all know, even I remember when I watched the first season of Survivor and that first time they had the alliance. And then after that, everyone else that's been on Survivor knows, they know how to play the game. Right. Yeah. And so the same thing with The Bachelor, like they know that there's no stigma if you don't get married. So nobody's going to get married anymore. They're going to have the adventure and show their abs or their bikinis and, you know, have a moment, like you said. So I don't think any of it's real anymore.
I don't know if I know I can't say it. I'll say a lot of these guys just seem like such D-bags. You know, they're like rolling in there, and it's like they're trying to be like, sorry, hi mom, I hope you're watching.
No, but it seems like
so proud.
But it seems like a special D-bag edition.
Yes, and I feel bad for her because she seems really sweet and she's young and she's.
Wasn't she crying already the first episode?
When we jump back here comes the crystal ball. Hollywood's most strangely accurate predictions are just ahead. We're back here in just a minute.
Guests of Hollywood Uncensored go gold class. It is the first-class way to see a movie and offers the ultimate escape for movie lovers, from the amazing lounge area to the plush micro suede recliners to the best food and beverages and service anywhere. Check it all out at goldclasscinemas.com.
Hollywood Uncensored is in social media mania mode. Find us on Facebook, our Hollywood Uncensored page, or tweet us at HWoodUncensored. Tweet me at SamOnTV. Chelsea Hightower just finished season 12 on Dancing with the Stars with Romy, of course, heading out on a USO tour to visit our troops in Germany and elsewhere, plus the red-hot Dancing with the Stars workout DVDs. My favorite is Cardio Dance and Ballroom Buns. And now it's time for our often imitated but never duplicated patented feature, The Crystal Ball. Our stars peer into the future and tell us something that they know for sure will eventually come true. Yvette Nicole Brown.
This is my prediction.
Okay.
Oprah will be available in holograph form whenever you need her for a pick-me-up or a laugh.
You know what?
I said it.
It's entirely possible. I feel
right?
she's
So you push a button, go boldly to your dreams. You get a car.
You get a car. You get a car.
That's what it's coming.
She's over your shoulder right now. All right, Bob.
I too am speaking of Oprah, and perhaps in hologram form.
Yes.
Oprah and I will have our own show, a companion show like Regis and Kelly, and we'll be the companion show to Kimberly's new show on ABC Daytime.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm very excited. And we'll have all of you as our first guests.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you very much.
Is that legally binding? Is that legally binding?
That was the double, triple kiss-up version. Here's Kimberly Locke.
Okay, so I'm going to predict that my new show on ABC is going to be a huge success.
Yes.
But then I'm also going to predict that me and Miss Yvette Brown, we're going to play girlfriends or sisters in some new show that's coming out somewhere down the road because we're like kindred spirits.
This is my
here.
girl right here.
And
We wore the same color.
And they became best friends here, Chelsea.
I am glad I got to witness it.
All right, Chelsea Hightower, what's your prediction?
My prediction, I think it would be about my show. 2 seasons ago, we would have said, okay, Dancing with the Stars, it's gonna last another 3 or 4 seasons tops. We're like, just enjoy the road. We didn't think it was gonna last even this long. And it's getting bigger every season. So I'm gonna predict that it's gonna go till season 20.
Wow. As for me, the second time around, not the charm for Hangover 2. Sure, the budget was bigger and the box office might be bigger, but the movie isn't better. And it makes me think there won't be a Hangover 3. What a terrific panel you guys were. We thank you so much for watching. I'm Sam Rubin. We'll see you next time on Hollywood Uncensored.